What's up, Nathan? What up, Mr. Chang? I'm just reading an article called about COVID vaccines in New Zealand. New Zealand has got a pretty easy, not easy, but because they're an island, they're relatively small. They can kind of they've handled it well. And it looks like now they've got enough vaccines that they've secured or purchased or pre-ordered or whatever for the entire population, which is pretty crazy. But you can kind of see what is New Zealand's population? It's not that high. What is it? 4.8 million. Okay. It's like a third of the size of LA, basically. New York, 8.3, half the size of New York. Tiny. What's up, Mouse Pillow? Is your name Mouse Pillow because you have like a pet mouse, or you have like a really small pillow? I'm pretty good, Mr. Chang. Pretty good. Got a hamster, okay. I'm assuming a mouse pillow could be used for a hamster just as fine. Just as it's the same. Every once in a while, I'd just like to peruse R Science on Reddit and see if there's anything interesting coming up. Let's look at top this month. In the U.S., states typically pay for prison, while counties determine sentencing, a natural experiment where the cost burden of juvenile incarceration was placed on counties led to a stark drop in incarceration. This suggests that mass incarceration in the U.S. is in part due to misaligned incentives. Okay. LED lights found to kill coronavirus. Oh, UV LED lights. Well, no, duh. UV light kills microorganisms. That's just a known thing. But actually, I don't know if microorganisms have been known to kill viruses. I know they kill bacteria. No, open the article. Interesting. Okay, so UV light is can be effective for viruses. Psychology. Researchers identify a new personality construct that describes the tendency to see oneself as a victim. What is this published in? Personality and Individual Differences. Never heard of this journal before. In the present research, we introduce a conceptualization of the tendency for interpersonal victimhood, TIV, which we define as an enduring feeling that the self is a victim across different kinds of interpersonal relationships. Then, in a comprehensive set of 8 studies, we develop a measure for this novel personality trait and examine its correlates as well as its affective, cognitive, and behavioral consequences. In part 1, we establish the construct of TIV with its 4 dimensions, i.e. need for recognition, moral elitism, lack of empathy, and rumination, and then assess TIV's internal consistency, stability over time, and its effects on the interpretation of ambiguous situations. In part 2, we examine TIV's conversion and discriminant validities using several personality dimensions and the role of attachment styles as conceptual antecedents. Part 3, we explore the cognitive and behavioral consequences of TIV. Specifically, we examine the relationships between TIV, negative attribution, and recall biases, and the desire for revenge, and the effects of TIV on behavioral revenge. Okay. A personality construct. I can't read the rest of this article. Paywall. It's paywalled. So what is this saying? Basically, that there's a type of personality that a person can have in which they often feel the victim. Well, yeah. So what is this? This is just basically saying, it's kind of characterizing it with these 4 dimensions. So if a person feels like morally elite, they lack empathy, they have a need for recognition, and they ruminate a lot, they feel like they're victims. Huh. Okay. I don't really know what that's going to be. Teens' dislike of physical appearance, strong predictor of depression in early adulthood. Journal of Epidemiology and Community Health. Body dissatisfaction predicts the onset of depression among adolescent females and males. Do I always eat my stir-fried thing, Nathan? This is actually not stir-fried. This is something that, this is some Thai food from my girlfriend's restaurant that she brought. But normally I make my meals on like Sundays, and then I kind of just eat them throughout the week, kind of like a meal prep thing. So normally I do stir fries. Sometimes I'll make burritos. What else? Sometimes I make pizza. Variety of different things. But every once in a while I'll eat something that leftovers from, like when you have a restaurant, a lot of times there's like orders that get messed up, or people don't pick up their order. They call in their order and then they just don't come pick it up. So there's like leftover food. And so if there is sometimes leftovers for me. But I usually do meal preps where I just make a bunch of food on the weekend so I don't have to worry about it during the week. It's pretty good. It's pretty effective. But you have to be okay with eating the same thing over and over again for like an entire week, which I can do that. This isn't that surprising of a study though, right? Body dissatisfaction predicts the occurrence of depressive episodes. Sometimes studies like this are kind of like, okay, this is, it's pretty straightforward. We kind of probably thought this was not that unlikely. But the question is like, okay, like what do you do about it? I guess you just have to hope that we can sort of make people more okay with the way they look. That's tough to do when culturally everything is sort of pushing you in a direction of like looks are all that matter. It's tough. Daily physical touch from a romantic partner enhances well-being, particularly among those with attachment anxiety. Being on the receiving end of touch behaviors offered unique benefits compared to initiating touch. Interesting. Among those with attachment anxiety. Attachment anxiety refers to anxiety experienced about your relationships with significant others, including parents, friends, and partners. Attachment anxiety generally stems from childhood experiences, but can persist into adulthood and negatively affect all relationships if not properly addressed. Attachment anxiety. I think this is basically when you are always a little bit worried that someone might leave you or like abandon you. So you kind of like want to cling on to them because you're anxious about them. Is that right? Worries that your partner will abandon you, craving closeness, intimacy, being overly dependent on relationships, requiring frequent reassurance that people care about you. Basically, what you would classify as like clingy, like the clingy kind of person. Physical touch enhances their well-being. That makes sense because it's sort of like reassuring. Because usually if someone's willing to like initiate physical contact with you, that probably indicates that they like you, because you don't usually physically like engage with somebody if you don't like them. But I think it just goes to show that there are certain things in a relationship that can be reassuring that we might forget. But it's also different. Like different people have different things that they need from a relationship, or things that they will help them feel like reassured in a relationship. Some people it's touch, like physical touch. Some people it's like, I don't know, what else is there? There's like those love languages. There's like 5 love languages. It's like the different ways that you show and receive affection in a relationship, like touch. Some people like to receive gifts. That's the way that they feel like connected in a relationship. Some people it's like quality time. Does the person spend time doing things with you? Some people it's like acts of service. Like some people really like it when somebody does something for them, right? Like, I don't know, like fixes something for them or helps them with something. Wielding a gun makes a shooter perceive others as wielding a gun too. The gun embodiment effect finds a new randomized control trial. Well, I mean, I would imagine that if you're wielding a gun, you're going to be on edge. And so, what was this in? Cognitive Research and Principal Education. This was 2012. I've never heard this gun embodiment. Object perception is influenced by a number of non-visual factors. One factor relates to embodied cognition. Objects are more likely to be identified as the object held and used to respond. For example, observers are more biased to see guns when they also hold and respond with a gun than when they respond with a neutral object. Gun owners and video game players participated in the experiments. Gun owners were just as biased as novices to perceive guns as present, and the bias was similar regardless of whether a real gun or a toy gun was used. Video game players, on the other hand, only showed the bias when they responded with a real gun but not with a toy gun. Interesting. The results suggest that the same object can be embodied in different ways. However, once the object is embodied, its influence on object perception is stable and fixed rather than flexible. Weird. I wonder if it would work with any other things besides a gun. Like, what about, like, a banana? Like, if I'm holding a banana, do I, like, perceive others as having a banana as well? Or is it because it's a gun that it has this extra, like, weight? Huh? Genetic factors of Alzheimer's disease modulate how diet is associated with long-term cognitive trajectories. Abstract. Fluid intelligence involves abstract problem solving without prior knowledge. Greater age-related fluid intelligence decline increases Alzheimer's disease. Okay, so as you get older and you have a fluid intelligence decrease, so basically, if as you age, you have a harder time solving abstract problems, your risk for Alzheimer's is going up. Okay. And recent studies suggest that certain dietary regimens may influence rates of decline. However, it is uncertain how long-term food consumption affects fluid intelligence among adults with or without familial history of Alzheimer's disease. consuming lamb weekly was associated with improved outcomes. Alcohol of any type also appeared beneficial. Huh? Wow, interesting. Daily cheese intake strongly predicted better FIT scores. What is a FIT score? Fluid intelligence. Wait, so basically just cheese, alcohol, and lamb. It sounds like a great dinner. Cheese, wine, and lamb. Really? That's bizarre. Salt correlated with decreased performance. Sometimes these studies are too reductive. I don't know. So their conclusion, observations further suggest in risk status dependent manners, adding cheese and red wine to the diet daily and lamb on a weekly basis may also improve long-term cognitive outcomes. All right, you heard it here in the, what journal was this in? UK Biobank study. Red wine and cheese daily and have some lamb every week. I mean, who knows, really? I mean, something like Alzheimer's, there's so many factors associated with it. It's hard to, there's too many variables going on. Interesting, though. It is a great excuse. What's up, Ashi? I still have, there was a person had an issue with internet and they weren't able to take the final. So they're going to make it up tomorrow. So once they take it, I will be posting the grades tomorrow. So it's delayed because we have to wait for that last person to take it before I enter it in the grade book. Okay. What's this one? New study shows how risk-averse teens sway peers to make safer choices. This is actually a pretty good journal. Proceedings, the PNAS is really good. Evaluation of peer safe choices is associated with substance naivety in adolescence. During adolescence, substance use and other health risk behaviors emerge, particularly among those who associate with peers engaging in such behaviors, and less so for adolescents with less deviant peers. Here we provide behavioral and neural evidence for a beneficial role of safer peers rather than a detrimental influence of risky peers in guiding adolescents' choices in substance use. The extent to which adolescents value peers' safe choices predicted substance naivety, even after controlling for other factors associated with substance use. Huh. Well, I think it's funny. Sometimes these are really obvious. What's up, Matt? Guten Abend. Guten Abend. Guten Abend. Guten Abend. Okay, so peer pressure is kind of a thing. A lot of these studies like just reinforce like what we kind of already knew. All right. Okay, so we're gonna go and try and get a mob, farm some mobs today. That's what we're gonna do. So what I want to do is if we're gonna go try and find a zombie spawner. All right. What were we doing? We were looking up. Oh, never mind. We basically just have to roam around and look for them in ravines and caves. Hello, what is up, Dylan? Let's grab a fence post. Okay, so I haven't really explored too much this way, so maybe we'll go over this way. Oh, the yellow one for MV. This one's got actual better armor, though. It's nighttime. This might be annoying to actually try and go around. So I guess that I guess the idea is we just kind of go around and try and find caves. Something up here, maybe. Let's. down there. What's over here? Dead end. Yeah, dead end. Mr. Chang, how to and how not to put out grease fires? Let me guess. How you don't put out a grease fire is by dumping water on it. Wow, that looks pretty deep. So I just have to remember to get... Okay, this is where we're... Alright. Just gonna kind of keep my... Looks like a dead end. Okay, this is giving me those vibes of those people, those cave divers, where they go into like the narrow underwater caves and they get lost and then they can't get their way out. Man, that stuff is like, if there's anything that gives me the creeps, it's that. It's the idea of going into a cave, underwater cave, through narrow channels. That's scary. And getting like lost, like all of a sudden you're like, wait, and you just get completely lost. It's just, that's the worst way to go. I don't have Silk Touch. You did? You found a mine shaft in one of the underground... Well, this is... There's nothing here, so I'm going to keep going. This looks like a dead end. Yeah. Pretty much. Mr. Chang, is this video something I can play on stream? This one, right? This is a safe for a stream vid. I'm assuming you always do give me safe for stream, so I probably don't need to ask. Wait, I need actually more ender pearls, huh? I should try and get this enderman. Do endermen always drop ender pearls? Apparently not, huh? I kind of feel like trying to get around on the horse is a little bit more annoying than just walking around. I mean, it's faster, but it's kind of like a pain to like... Whoa, that's a big old... 4%? Gotta be kidding me with that. That's super low. Wait, where did my... See, this is why it's annoying, because now I'm like, all right, where did my lasso, where did my lead and my fence post go? I leave them back here somewhere? Oh, that's right, I need looting. I'm missing that. Okay, so there's my fence post that I left. And there's the lead, okay. What? Connection lost. That was weird. All right, let's check this place out. Wait, where was I last? Over here. Let's check this out first, this little path down here. Alright, I'm assuming Mr. Chang is not around, so we'll play this and see how not to put out a grease fire.
Grease fires, the #1 cause of household fires all across the United States, yet most people don't understand how to extinguish them properly. And obviously, what this guy just did was definitely not the answer. And since so many homes are affected by these types of fire each year, we're gonna take a couple minutes and break down this video, figure out what these guys did wrong, and possibly help save a few kitchens and homes and lives in the process. As you guys can see, that's how fast a grease fire starts. 1 minute, you're frying up the sweetest French fries around, and the next minute, you're getting the kitchen ready for a fresh new remodel. The first thing you need to remember about any grease fire is water is bad. Yeah, that's right. No to H2O.
Water sucks. It really, really sucks.
Putting water on a grease fire is like telling your girlfriend that she's too emotional. It's not only gonna blow up in your face, but you're probably also gonna need to find a new place to live. There seems to be a little hesitation here, putting the fire out. You know, maybe a little staring at it, trying to figure out what's going on. I get it. Maybe not trained, a little bit of lack of knowledge. It happens, but
Whoa.
fires put out as quickly as possible.
Are you kidding me, dude?
Probably
What?
one of the most important things, because if there's any absolute concrete piece of evidence in firefighting, it's the bigger the fire, the harder it is to put out.
Jeez.
I don't know what you're saying to yourself right now. Jason, none of this makes sense. If there's anything that I know, it's water kicks the crap out of fire. So why is it different with grease fires? Well, let me tell you. You see, liquids have something called density, and unfortunately, oil's density is actually lower than water. So when you toss in that nice cup of H2O into that fiery oil like this, it helps that nice grease fire rise all the way to the top. And to make things even worse, that grease fire is cooking at a sweet 600 plus degrees, which is well above the boiling temperature of water. So when you toss in that nice cup of agua, it boils instantly, exploding that greasy fire all over the expensive...
Whoa, dude. The creeper exploded at the exact same time as the explosion sound effect in the video. That was kind of cool.
I'm going to teach you how to put out a grease fire, but I warn you, learning this technique takes years and years of practice, and only the
All right,
truly
let's see.
skilled will be able to achieve it.
Turn off heat. Put lid.
And there
That's
you go,
it.
ladies and gentlemen. That's how you take care of those pesky grease fires. And just remember, extinguishers are your best friends, and when in doubt, call 911.
So I came through
The
this
faster we get
just
there,
okay.
the faster we put that
Way up
fire
there,
out,
okay.
the more of your house and marriage that we're going to help save.
Try to catch me howling at the moon.
All right. That's your safety tip of the day. If you ever have oil or grease that is on fire in your kitchen, that's how you handle it. Put a lid over it, turn off the heat, and put a lid over it, and wait for it to go out. That's pretty much it. Okay, dead end. This is gonna be another dead end here. Wow, where is this? Okay. How rare are these dungeons or mine shafts? Yeah, kind of rare. This is actually a kind of a big cave system. Wait, did I come this way, right? Yeah. Wait, I went down there already. I actually I got a little turned around now. What's up, Haxwell? This is the way I came in, right? That's the exit. Came down this way. Came down this way. That way. On Hypixel? Is that the mod? I already went all the way down there. Is that the one where they have the Sky Wars? Because I've seen someone else was talking about playing Sky Wars. Okay. How do you get it? Do you just log into the server? Like, is it easy to do, or is it a whole thing? Okay. Let's do it. What's the server? Hypixel. What is it, like Hypixel? What's up, Akash? mc.hypixel.net. Okay. So this is where you go to like play, okay, doubles, solo. Sky Wars. Oh, these are the world records. I don't. Yeah, I've never played this, so my stats will be 0. My username is how do you find it? Oh, my username is actually messed up because my account got hacked at one point, so I can't change my username back for a month. So it's underscore tab. Oh, underscore, it's pals, 2 underscores at either end. Underscore PALZ underscore. So these are all the games you can play. Oops. Click on the invite. I didn't see it. Oh, enjoy the party. You have 60 seconds. / accept party. Oh, okay. Wait. How do I don't know how to do that. Has expired. Oh, I didn't do it in time. It expired. Because it says Wait, Akash, did you send me a friend request here? Wait, these links aren't really working. Oh, you just click the All right, so is it just a duel now? Is it on? Oh, I see you. You're over there. Do you have different stats than I do? Because that's kind of unfair if you have like monster stats. All right, you're like way further away than me. How can you hit me from that far away? It makes no sense. You have like a extender? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I feel like you were hitting me from way further away than I was able to hit you from. It felt like you had like a 5-foot sword. So is this all about PvP? So let's see. What if I gotta practice a little bit if we're gonna do duels, because I've never done duels before on Minecraft, so my skill level is pretty low. Bridge Skywars duels. Let's look at all this stuff. Wait. All this stuff is basically like settings, right? Mega wall. No, I don't know. There's a lot in here that take a while to learn. Classic duels. Yeah, let's do some more duels, I guess. I'll get some practice in. How did you set it? How did you get into the duel? How did you, like, you just automatically join me into the duel? So if I click to play one of these, it will go, let's see, UHC. This is the one, right? This center one right here, huh? Hold on. I gotta look at my oh. What is UHC duels? What's the difference? UHC? So now we have like other stuff. Okay, it's like this is like Fortnite kind of, if you can build, right? Like, all right. What does this do? Can I like reel you in? Wait, for real? I hit you way more than that. 9 blocks placed, 2 health regenerated. This is a crazy mod. It's actually pretty intense how they built all this. So did somebody actually build all this? Like just in like creative mode? Just made this to like create a Oh, sprinting is food. Okay. Okay, let's do. See if you can practice these duels here. So what is this? What does a golden apple do? Just restore health. Golden head. See, like. Timing is key, huh? What does the fish hook do? Oh, nice lava block. Oh, it just annoys the player. Okay, I get that it doesn't do any damage. See his bow skills. What happened to my sword? Did he take my sword? Attacking with the axe does more damage. Bow accuracy. All right. Just gotta get a lot of what this seem. Oh, okay. No, this is like a whole nother level. So wait, this one is what? So Sky Wars duels. Regeneration. Six attack, 7 to say. Unbreakable. Wait. Oh. Like this one is also like you have to search out the opponent. And there's like loot crates, like chests and stuff that you can get. Wait. Oh, it's up there. How do I gotta find a ranged item or something. Oh. It's constantly picked off. Okay, I swear to God, the attack, it's like, it feels like I can't, like, it just swings through him. There's like nothing there. The timing is weird, right, with the attacking? All right, Onslaught. Your question about comparing and contrasting ecological footprints with carbon footprints is, so a carbon footprint is very is like a subset. So your ecological footprint is a broad description of essentially all of your lifestyle choices and activities that contribute to the sort of your environmental impact. So an ecological footprint would include like your diet, would include your purchasing habits, would include your energy uses, your travel, everything you can think of that you do that impacts the environment goes under your ecological footprint. Your carbon footprint is specifically related to the amount of carbon dioxide, or I guess potentially methane as well, but mostly carbon containing greenhouse gases that you directly or indirectly contribute to the atmosphere. And so they're related, but ecological footprint also takes into account the amount of land that you require for like your diet, right? To like grow the crops or raise the livestock and then grow the crops to feed them. Whereas your carbon footprint doesn't really care about the land necessarily. It's more just about the carbon emissions and its contribution to mostly like climate change. Whereas your ecological footprints, it's climate change, but it's also like habitat destruction. It's overfishing. It's all these kinds of things. So the way we think about ecological footprint is it's probably the broadest, most comprehensive way to sort of look at your. Okay, so you look at the timing here. I feel like I don't know when to swing. Like I feel like I get either like they hit me before I even can hit them. Does that make sense? So your carbon footprint is like a subset of your ecological footprint. So someone said something about making your max FOV. Let's see. It's already max. It's at 100 already. Make it 90. So what does it control? Controls how much the field of view can change with speed effects. Oh, field of view effects. So you're saying like the actual field of view? Quake Pro. Okay, so this changes your zoomed in. You want this maxed. What's so good about that? Does that help with your... Okay, now I understand why they call it Quake Pro. It's like you can like see like quite a bit. It makes you feel like you run way faster too. All right. So wait, who's in the party right now? Nobody. So Appa, I'm in the party. It's a little trippy though on the edges, huh? When you do that, when you have this field of view, everything kind of like gets distorted on the edges as it kind of like sweeps by you. Gotta practice my swing. Timing. Like, it's the tough part is to figure out exactly how far away you need to be before you, like, what your range of your weapon, of the sword is. See, okay, part of me is also kind of like, I feel like I'm way too far away. Like, I feel like I'm swinging at the same time as them. But they're hitting me and I'm not hitting them. Figure this out. It also could just be that I'm not, my accuracy is not good. Whoever Avery slices is just dominant. See, like, I'm getting bashed backwards and backwards and backwards. All right, what is this? What do we have here? What is the 12? Is this a 12 players? This is a free for all? It's just a free for all, right? Free for all insane mode. Diamond sword, snowballs, fire resistance, iron helm. Food. Sharpness 1. How do I get across this? I gotta get mine stuff to actually even get across. Ugh. Oh, there's blocks in the chest. Okay. So this is basically like a battle royale version for Minecraft. That's pretty fun. We should play that one again. Which one is that one? What was that called? Sky Wars, like, not duels, right? That's good. There's the blocks. Nice bow. That's good. Oh. Dude. Give me a chance. Ah, this is a huge map. Oh. How do I go down? Oh, there we go. So we got Akash in here. We got Appa. We got Parsa. And Neil, did you get in? I actually don't know who's in. I don't actually don't know how to do this. I'm still not used to how the party system works in this game. Like, how do you even look at your party? Party. I don't know. Companion. Teleporter. Return to lobby. Wait, is shift is tab, right? You were playing. No, see, those aren't. Oh, after the carry. Wait, why do we need to kick anybody? I don't understand. How many? You can have 12 people in a game. There's no way there's 12. There's no way there's 12 people trying to be in the game. Wait, what does insane mode get you? What's the difference between insane mode and like a regular mode? Oh, there's fall damage. Okay, good to know. Bruh. People are quick in this game. They get across that little chasm quick. Little Christmas Village theme here. Four causes for flooding in urban areas. So So 4 causes for flooding in urban areas. Let's see if we can think of 4. Well, for sure, like the obvious one is excess runoff, like runoff from rainwater precipitation. That's an obvious one. The other one is could be backup of storm drains, so clogged storm drains. Because storm drains, if they overflow or get clogged, you're going to have flooding because the water's not able to drain. On top of that, you could have flooding could come from overflow of nearby rivers. Wait, what does this match? So if the rivers in the area, the river banks overflow, 4 causes for flooding in urban areas. I don't know if I can't really think of a 4th one. Where is this from? What question was this on? I don't get this game. What are we doing in here? Gifts found? Oh, we're trying to find gifts? So I don't know if I can think of 4 right off the top of my head. Like most of the flooding is going to be caused mostly by like, you know what it might be? Like it might be trying to get at the idea that like you have flooding that is caused by streets. So like paved streets could be caused by buildings, like buildings, rooftops, so like different ways in which water wouldn't be able to percolate down. So like you would be anything in which you would cover the earth would cause a decrease in infiltration and percolation of water, which could lead to flooding. So that'd be like roads, buildings. What else? That's pretty much it. Roads and buildings. And then it could be some sort of backup in the storm drain. And then methods to reduce flooding would simply be to make sure that storm drains had adequate drainage so that you had adequate storm drains. What other methods to reduce it would be to have more green spaces in the city so that water can infiltrate and percolate down. Another method would be to have permeable pavement, so installing permeable pavement rather than having impermeable pavement. More expensive, but allows water to drain. What else could you do? Build up rather than out. So instead of expanding through urban sprawl, increase your building height. So yeah, those are kind of the key ways to reduce it. But as far as like causes of flooding, I think you should mostly think of the fact that it's mostly due to urban sprawl and impermeable surfaces associated with urban sprawl, and maybe like poor infrastructure as far as storm drains go. I'm trying to think if there's any other way in which you would have urban flooding. Not really. I'm going to lose because I actually had no idea what we were supposed to do in the beginning. Whoa, he found 65? How? That's insane. Survive the cannon fires and don't get eaten by the squids. Survive the cannon fires. Oh, is this like a... Are we playing like kind of like a Mario Party style thing here, where it's like there's different games? All right, so it's like the last one standing wins. I get it. I get this. Those are kind of fun though. These style things. I just got demolished. Oh. I got smashed. That was hot. That was tough. Dude, Appa's gonna win this thing. Or, yeah, you were standing on that edge the entire time. Actually, wait, whose names are who? Because y'all don't have the same names in Minecraft as you do on the chat, so it's hard for me to know who's who. What is this one? What's this one? What's going on here? Wait, you can only hoe next to purple wool? Wait, oh, wait, is this like snake or something? I don't understand what we're supposed to do here. Is it whoever has the most square footage covered by... Oh, see, I screwed myself. I got. Oh, I see. I got locked in, right? So you don't want to. Okay, yeah, it's kind of like Snake. Pink is dominant. Wow, Akash just straight up cordoned off the entire other half. Although black is pretty good. Turf wars. All right, I gotta pay attention to the rules here. Let me guess. Stay on your platform. Don't get knocked off your platform. Get points by landing in the pool. Wait, what is this? Oh, wait, what? This is such a weird game, dude. You're trying to find like a new spot to land every time. Luckily, I was a diving champion when I was young. Right there it is. Right here. Oh, I thought that was precise. I thought that was precision at its finest. Right here. Precision. Oh. I'm getting taken to task on these games. Okay, stand at the top of the red platform and gain points. Okay, so basically don't get off the platform. Oh, it's basically King of the Hill game. Okay, King of the Hill. I got it. Nope. Dude, Appa, I'm not letting you take this from me. Oh, you knocked me. Ooh, finally I get a win. There we go. Gold. Dig down to get to the cake. Tip, mining with the correct tool really helps. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I get this. This is actually pretty cool. I like this. Once I get to figure out what's going on here. What's going on here? Dude, I got glitched big time. Alright, these glitches, a little annoying to be honest. You guys see these glitches? What is that? I can't see. What is this? Wait, what is... sometimes I get stuck on something. Color as much canvas as possible with your eggs. Okay, color eggs. Wait, what? How do I know what color I am? Oh, I can't go over there. This one's a little odd. Shoot the moving targets. First to 60 points wins. Wait, you get more points for the ones in the back, probably, huh? That one's tough. Dang, Apothecary. Survive the falling snow by getting under safe points. You will be able to knock opponents around at wave 10. Survive the falling snow by getting under safe points. Oh, okay. Okay. Also, kind of like Fall Guys, right? This game? Oh. That was fun. That was pretty cool. Party games. What's up, Neil? Shoot, I didn't see the rules for this one. Use double jump. Wait, what's going on here? Wait. Wait, is this like if the longer you like if you stay on a block for a certain amount of time, it disappears underneath you? Okay. So like you. Yeah, this is essentially Fall Guys. Wait, did Fall Guys take a lot of their inspiration from this, or is this from Fall Guys? Because this is like straight. These are like straight Fall Guy games. Fall Guys games. This is older. Okay, so I'm getting the hang of it. I got to just kind of figure out the rules for most of these games. How do you invite? All right, TNT tag. Avoid players with TNT on their head. Oh man, I couldn't even read the instructions. Oh wait, here it is. When you have TNT, you will be faster, so you can catch up to others that are trying to escape from you. At the end of every round, players with TNT will explode and lose the round. At the end of every round, players with TNT will explode and lose the round. Wait. Okay, so basically... Oh, we want to... Oh, I see. Oh, it's like hot potato. How do you tag? Is it right click? Is right click or left click? Dude. Okay, this Quake view is ridiculous. I feel like I'm going through a wormhole or something. Yeah, I think I... What was it? But what was I at before? Normal? Akash, you're saying 90 is ideal? Let's see. Yeah. Dude, Quake? That Quake view, though. It makes you feel like you're running 1,000,000 miles an hour. Well, actually, no, it doesn't. Wait, you're just running really fast before. Wait, it gives you speed? That doesn't make any sense. So if I change the field of view, I run faster? That doesn't seem fair. That can't be right. I think it just makes it seem like you're running faster, right? Because you have a bigger field of view. My guess is it just feels faster because like more stuff's moving by you on the sides. It's an illusion. Just like free will. You think you have it. Wait. Is the game started again? Am I still? I'm just observing, right? I'm spectating. Neil, I'm trying to invite you. I actually just, I literally, this is the first time I played Skywars, or whatever it's called, Hypixel, and I'm still not 100% sure how the party system works in this game. I didn't make the party. Because I just jumped on just to kind of get familiar with the game a little bit. So I joined the party, and then it's just been like experimenting with games. So I don't really know how to join, how to get you in. Let's see. How does this work? So let's see. If I wanted to make a party, let's see if we can look up how to do this. There's got to be instructions on here, right? Like how to do stuff, collectibles, favorites, shop, profile, game menu. Classic games. I think it'd be in the settings somewhere, wouldn't it? Right click to browse questions. \P? How do I yeah, there's not, it doesn't seem like there's an easy way to just look up what party you're in and like to invite. Hold right click my face. Oh, when I see. Party. Oh, I see. Okay, so these are the people in the party here. And then you can invite player. Oh, okay. Now I see. I got it. Wait, so who's that? Let's see. Okay, this. Nope. This. Party. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, we're Neil, what's your I don't know your name. Yeah, we'll invite you at Neil once you tell us what your username is. Wait, so is build battle kind of like whoever can build the tallest structure? Or is it more like a Fortnite style where it's a duel, it's battles, but with building? I mean, I'm down for anything. Oh, it's you build something and you vote, so you have like a time. I see. Why don't we do like well, here's the thing. We could I don't particularly care. I think party games were fun. I would like to play those more to get the hang of them, because I felt like every time we played a new one, I was like, took me like half a second just to figure out the hey, that's my skin right there. The Osmosis Jones skin. But yeah, it would be fun to play the party games more so that I could like really get the hang of them. All right, Neil's in. Sweet. Let's do it. Let's do the party games. Jigsaw Rush. Copy the pattern from the large canvas with the blocks provided. From the large canvas? Wait, what is that? Is that 2x2? Oh no. Oh, I see. Nice. Shoot the moving targets. All right, this one I know how to win. This one I know how to play. So wait, the only thing I don't know is it more valuable towards the back of the row? Dang. We got people on that have played this game. Kill all your opponents. Pig jousting. Oh, so you have no control over this pig at all. Got at least one kill. Oh, Neil got me. Pig jousting. Wait, Parsa, are you Rebel? What is your name? Rebel Forever? Knock other players off the map. Watch your feet. Ice might be melting underneath you. Okay. What effect does coastal urbanization have on coastal areas? One of the big things about coastal urbanization is that as you urbanize around coastal areas, oftentimes pollution is a bigger deal because you can like directly pollute the water. So like runoff from the urban environment can get directly into the ocean. There's less distance between the urban runoff and the ocean itself. So ocean pollution is higher. Like litter, things like that. What else? The other thing is, I guess this isn't really a direct relationship to the coastal environment, but like when you have if you imagine we talked about saltwater intrusion, that's an effect on like the freshwater aquifers around coastal regions. So if you have a city or an urban environment around a coast, and you start extracting fresh water from the aquifer, if you do that at a rate that's too fast or you extract too much, the salt water from the coast can infiltrate into the freshwater aquifer, and it can contaminate it and make it salty. So you can kind of ruin freshwater aquifers via too much freshwater withdrawal. What else can you do? Possibly like erosion could be a real issue. But that's kind of related to pollution and runoff. Like erosion is like when sediments and stuff kind of run off. Wait, can you just hold it? Okay. Also, you can have habitat destruction around things like estuaries or coastal wetlands, which can decrease the ecosystem services in that area and cause real problems. So it depends. Like coastal regions often have very valuable ecosystem services, like water filtration with things like coastal wetlands and estuaries. So a variety of things can go wrong when you have coastal development and coastal urbanization. But mostly it's going to be excess pollutants from runoff as water runs off of the city and brings with it things like oil, gasoline, potentially even like excess nutrients from fertilizers and pesticides from lawns. What else? That's pretty much it, mostly. Pretty much it. What's the strat here? Nice. Dude, Rebel Forever, 14 stars. Kill animals, that's the goal. Great. What do we got? Okay, you know what I'm realizing is that I'm terrible at figuring out minus 50%. What does that mean? I'm terrible at swinging and like accuracy with them and knowing the distance. Like I feel like I miss way too much. I miss so often. Wait, what does minus 50% mean? Like don't do it? Like don't get it? Dude, Parsa, how are you so good at this game? 17 stars. You lose 50% of your points. Okay, that's probably why. That's all right, let's do this. I gotta at least try and get in the top 3. I mean, come on. How important is it to hold down and get max power with these shots? I know, Onslaught. This game is very... It's all just digital, though, right, in the end? What is this? Oh. It's a race, basically. Okay. Wait, left control... Wait. How the heck... Left control to dismount. Why would you dismount? How do you go down? Shift? Wait. Left control is dismount. So if left control is dismount, and space is increase. How do you drop down without completely getting off? Wait, so shift? No. How do you drop? Yeah, see, if I can't. I don't think I can drop. I can't really go low. Yeah, shift was sprinting, which was fine. Space was raising me up, but I could not figure out how to get down. Man, I got to practice the swings. Oh, man. Yoinka. Like, see, when I'm here, I go space. Oops. Wait. Oh, now I'm, like, stuck on the ground. So space raises me up. Control brings me down. But when I was on the chicken, it just dropped me off. Use version 1.8.9 for PvP. Catch as many coins as you can. First to 40. Catch as many coins. Okay. Wait. Do you just run into them or do you have to hit them? Okay, just run into them. I got that one. Oh, nice. Wait. These games go pretty fast. Okay, claim as much land. Oh, man. Oh, like, so once you get boxed in this game, you kind of, it's over for you. That's crazy. These games are tough. All right, go dig down to get to the cake. You guys are crazy. I don't understand. The speed at which you guys do these games is actually insane. Oh man, that was bad. That was so bad. I saw that from a mile away. And I failed. Straight fail. So I'm assuming that most of you guys, like for you, when you become like my age, right? and you look back at the games that you played when you were younger, the ones that are going to be nostalgic for you are probably Minecraft, right? Is going to be like a huge one. What are the other games that you think, like, let's say in 20 years? Oh my gosh. In 20 years, right? Let's say you're in your 30s and you look back. Minecraft is going to be one of those like nostalgic games. What else that would come out around this time? Within the last 5-10 years. I mean, Fortnite maybe. I don't know. Fortnite, see, it's hard to tell. Here's the problem, is it's hard to tell which games are like legit nostalgia games that are going to be nostalgia versus which games were just like trendy for a little bit. Like, so it's hard to know, right? Like Minecraft clearly is not a trendy game because it's so developed. It's so cemented. But Minecraft's been around for like over, 10 years now? Terraria, okay. Roller Coaster Tycoon 2? Swiss Creations, how old are you? Roller Coaster Tycoon 2? Are you my age? Because 2002, I was in high school when I was your age. Wait, but still though, like Roller Coaster Tycoon is not. I mean, maybe. I mean, I guess that's fair enough. It could be nostalgia, even if it's an older game. But I grew up on like the original Roller Coaster. The amount of hours I put on the original Roller Coaster Tycoon, insane. League of Legends, Ace, that makes sense. Yeah, the original Roller Coaster Tycoon. When did this thing come out? 1999. The original. 1999. 1999, yeah. So for me, it's Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's StarCraft, original StarCraft. It's Diablo 2. It's some N64 games like the original, like Super Smash, the original Super Smash, Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, 007, the N64 Bond. What else? Oh, you know, it was a super, like, I don't know if anyone knows this game. This is like super niche game. Road Rash, the original Road Rash. Road Rash. This one for PlayStation. But it was also on PC. This one, it looked like that. Fireboy and Water Girl. What are those, Grace? I've never heard of those. Roblox. I never played Roblox. Oh, got it. Oh, dude. What is that? What is that? How is that even a thing? No, but how did he get to me? He didn't have to build across. He just jumped. He just launched himself across the entire map. Man. Ender Pearl. Oh, okay. So what I've been watching lately are videos of speedruns, like the whole speedrun scene for some of these older games that I grew up on that are like super nostalgic for me. And then it's crazy to me to see people like the communities around speedruns for games that came out in like the 90s, and that like 30 years later people are still speedrunning them, and like just the amount of hours people put into like perfecting these runs. It's something that I understand it, but it's just like not for me. Like, oh my God, like trying to find every little like glitch and every little like spot where you can like, move through a wall and then like, figure out the perfect sequence to shave off like half a second. That kind of stuff it makes me realize that there are people out there who have a level of patience and dedication to something that I will never have. And then it's also like, okay, well, you have to imagine like, okay, if there are people, right, there are people that are doing that for video games, but there are also people who have that same sort of mentality of like being able to just sort of perfect something to like the infinitesimal smallest degree of improvement, that are doing that same thing for other things, right? Like whatever, industry or job that they're trying to pursue, which is, crazy. Onslaught, last few questions. What are the characteristics of farm-raised fish? How does aquaculture affect worldwide seafood catch? Okay, so the second question is really easy to answer. So how does aquaculture affect worldwide seafood catch? It basically decreases the need for wild caught fish, right? So if you have like a large aquaculture system set up, you're farming fish, which essentially gives you the fish that you need, right? For the demand for fish is satisfied in part by these farm-raised fish. You don't have to go out and catch as much, so it decreases the worldwide seafood catch. Now, your first question, what are the characteristics of farm-raised fish? Characteristics of farm-raised fish are basically they are raised in marine pens. So marine pens are, obviously these built man-made structures that are often put either into coastal waters. Depends on the species of fish. So the characteristics of how they're raised is going to depend on the species. So some fish need shallower, warmer waters. Some fish need deeper, colder water. So you can even have marine pens that are in like deep stone six. No. Wait, is sharpness 1 on a stone sword better than a diamond sword? Like, I don't know how much extra damage that does. I still don't know that. The other characteristics, so it depends. The characters that are raised in marine nets, oftentimes these fish are going to be larger. They can be larger because they get more nutrients. Like that, their diet is much more finely tuned in a net. They tend to. The downside is a lot of times if it's done maybe in an unsustainable way, they can be exposed to antibiotics in order to preserve it's more of a, so when you're doing aquaculture, it's more efficient for you profitability wise to do a low dose of antibiotics to your entire stock of fish rather than trying to treat fish individually. So one characteristic is that they could have been exposed to antibiotics, which is not necessarily bad for you as a consumer. It's just not so great in the long run because of antibiotic resistance that can develop. Sometimes they could be treated with, you would hope not, but like growth hormones or basically anything that you would expect to find in an animal agriculture that's done for pure profit. So like growth hormone is often given to livestock like cattle or fish or things like that to make them grow faster and bigger. What else? What are the other characteristics? That's kind of it. I might be missing something. I feel like there's something I'm missing. Oh, I died. I missed an enchanted sword. My bad, Marcus. Sometimes I'm too busy thinking. So when I'm streaming and I'm answering questions, like my mind is like half in one place, half in another. So I'll just do some stupid mistakes because I'm thinking about something. Dylan, speedrunning point with the mentality to optimize things to the minimal detail. I don't think that is something that is really a unique mindset. Like, it's not something special. It's just something that is demanded, and it's something that a lot of people do every day to make the most of their own lives. Yeah, to a degree. I mean, I agree with you, but I think it's not something that everybody has. Like, I think there are a lot of people. I think people have different mindsets around what, like, their ability to. So first of all, like, if you're going to spend a lot of time like maximizing your efficiency on something, so that like you're fine tuning something to a degree where it's, you're getting very small, returns on investment, but it's still improvements. Like, you have to have a lot of patience. You have to have the ability to sort of deal with that level of lack of. I mean, it might be interesting to those people, and maybe that's why they do it. I think for me, I've found that I'm the kind of person that gets to a certain point. So like the way, whenever you're like learning something or you're doing something, right, that's new, the way it works is like you have massive improvement really early on, right? Like your improvement curve, like if I show you, like, let's do like it's always like this, right? So it's like, okay, there's a skill that I'm learning, and here it's like skill level, and then like over time, right? It's like you start doing something and it's like massive improvement. But then like as you get it, your improvement kind of gets like plateaus, right? Right. And so at about like this point, right, a lot of people are like this, trying to like just get this much time for that much improvement, right? Like, so your improvement is like very small over a long period of time compared to what you originally had. This is a point where people just decide like, I think it's good enough. And they don't really want to, because it's kind of boring and repetitive to kind of continue down that path. Yeah. And I think some people can do that. They can just grind that like 10,000 hours of just repetitive, like slow. And those are the kind of people that just have that mindset for it. I find that I'm somebody who kind of, I respect it, but I'm this person. I'm like, oh, I'm here. Okay. Like, what's the next thing? Like, cause this part is so much more satisfying to me than this part. Does that make sense? So like, I'll do this, go, oh, that's awesome. And then I'll find something else to do this part again. And then this part again. And then this part again. And I never do this part. So it's like, I know I'm never going to be like the top, like 0.001%, because I just don't have it in me to do that part. And that's why I think it's like really, that's why I find it fascinating to watch people do speed runs, because I'm like, oh, those are the kinds of minds that like that are able to do that part of it. But yeah, I haven't really been that kind of a person. What is this? You are innocent. Survive for as long as you can. If the murderer doesn't kill everyone, you win. If the detective is killed, their bow is dropped. Use it to kill the murderer. Collect 10 gold to get a one-shot bow. Wait. Okay, let's think about this. Okay. So this is a murder mystery. It's kind of like... Among Us with no cooldowns or tasks. Okay. Press buttons. Gestures. Okay. All right. What's happening here? I got a gold bar. What does that do? Wait, play again? I don't know how to get the... What do you mean play 1.89? Stay alive is... Wait, do you do anything besides just run around and avoid getting killed? Cactus clear. Cactus clear. I don't really know what to even do in this game. Just going around and getting gold coins. If you get 10 gold, you get the bow, which you can use to kill the murderer. How do you know who the murderer is, though? Like, I don't get it. Is there something I need to... Are they identified? Like, oh, that guy's the murderer, right? Because he had a... He's the murderer. I knew it. Okay. So the way you figure out who the murderer is just by probably observing them kill somebody. Gold, gold, gold. Nope. Gold in here, maybe? Nope, dead end. Trying to communicate with me? No one has names above their head either. Describing the mining methods, my surface mining advantages and disadvantages overlapped points. Is that okay? Yeah. So surface mining and subsurface mining. Wait, oh yeah. My surface mining advantages and disadvantages overlapped points. Wait, what do you mean by they overlapped points? Like there was something that was both an advantage and a disadvantage? Because that doesn't make sense. I mean, maybe, but not really. You shouldn't have like I don't think it's possible to have an advantage and a disadvantage be the same thing. Unless you're like somehow saying there's slight differences in outcomes. Oh, I see what you're saying. In regards to like the different types of mining. Yeah, some types of mining will have very similar advantages. Appa, do I want to join the SMP? Do I want to join the SMP? You know what? I think I'm good. I have my own little one that I'm working on. Thanks for the invite, though. And not that much gold around. Oh, there we go. Nice. Murder was stopped. Yeah, so mostly when you talk about like mining, they all have pretty much the same base disadvantages, which is the processing part. So when you mine for ore, whatever ore the real differences between the mining types in terms of their environmental downsides is the extraction method. Once the ore is extracted, pretty much every mining type all has the same disadvantages that have to do with the processing of the ore, which is like the refining process where you generate these, these toxins that are like, let me think, you like tailings, right? Which is like the all of the extra from the ore that's got to be dealt with. Then you've got your potential chemical pollutants from the smelting and the leaching of the minerals. All of that's going to be exactly the same. However, the extraction process is what's really different, because when you have an extraction of, like, if you're doing, let's say, surface strip mining for coal, that's got some really devastating environmental concerns related to habitat destruction, because you're scraping off the top layer of the earth in a huge surface area, and that is a lot of habitat destruction. It can lead to soil erosion, sediment runoff, so it can lead to like aquatic pollution and all that stuff. However, with something like subsurface mining, like room and pillar or longwall mining, when you're under the ground, you don't really have that level of habitat destruction, because all the activity is going on under the ground, and you're not dealing with sort of wiping out large swaths of the ecosystems at the surface of the earth. So it tends to be, on average, that the environmental downsides for surface mining, like mountaintop removal, open pit mining, surface strip mining, are much worse than subsurface mining, which would be things like room and pillar and longwall. Jeez, what the heck was that? You just give me a tour around? Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night pretty soon, though. So if you want, I can just come in and take a look and see what you guys got going on before I head out for the night. What's going on here? I'm not really paying attention to what this is. It's still murder mystery. Still a murder mystery. Got him. All right, that's the IP. Okay. Why don't we check it out now? Do you care if I check it out on stream? Or would you rather me check it out off stream? Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, Dylan, is this you here? Billy Bob Joe 2756? I'm going to assume. Cool. You know what's crazy? Did you guys hear that the Zodiac Killer code got cracked? Just like this week, after what, like 50 years or something like that? Crazy. If you don't know who the Zodiac Killer is, he was a killer. He still hasn't been found. He was a killer, I think so, right? Let's see. Let's look this up. Hold on a second. Let's get to the bottom of this. I believe he was a Bay Area serial killer that was never found. So here, let's see. Zodiac Killer. Let's take a quick Zodiac Killer. American serial killer from 60s to early 70s in the Bay Area. He would send letters, cryptograms to the press, but they were all in this sort of like cipher that was like unfigure-outable, uncrackable for a long time, but they just recently did it. Here, let's watch a quick video on how they cracked it.
Melbourne mathematician and two fellow cryptologists have been officially recognised by the FBI for solving a 50-year-old cryptic message written by the Zodiac serial killer. At least 5 people were killed by the Zodiac killer in the 1960s, but the killer's identity is not known. Dr. Samuel Blake is that mathematician. He joins us now from Melbourne. Dr. Blake, welcome to ABC News. This is an extraordinary discovery. Congratulations. How does it feel to be involved in unravelling this code, and what does it say?
Yeah, thank you for having me. It was such a long shot. We tried several 100,000 incorrect ways of solving the cipher, and just by chance we happened to sort of stumble upon a fragment of how it could be solved, and using that fragment we reverse engineered the entire solution and got the entire message out from the Zodiac.
So what was that all-important message that took so much work to find?
So, I mean,
So if I remember correctly, the message that they figured out, it was not that interesting. Kind of like lame.
I'm not an expert on what the Zodiac had to
And unfortunately didn't reveal anything about his identity.
say. I managed to help to get that message out. It doesn't reveal his identity. It doesn't give a lot of clues to his identity. I think more what it does is the method that he was able to use to create that cipher may help track down who he is.
And when you say we, obviously you weren't alone in this process. You worked with at least 2 other people at this point because it's more than 50 years since that message was first published. So just take us through how you worked together and who was involved with doing this.
Yeah, so
Okay.
David.
There's a better one here. This is a better one. Here we go. This is gonna give us the real. This is better here. Which movie?
Oh my God, so this is a big one. We have a solution for the 340 and it's real. I've been working together with 2 other codebreakers for a while now. One is named Sam Blake. He's an applied mathematician who lives in Australia and has worked on several interesting problems. The other is named Jarl van Eyck, who is a warehouse operator who lives in Belgium. He's also a very gifted programmer and created excellent code-breaking software called AZ Decrypt, which was inspired by his desire to crack the cipher.
Are you talking about the one with
Sam became interested
Gyllenhaal?
in ways
Jake
to do
Gyllenhaal?
transpositions
This one?
or manipulations of the 340.
This is an old
It was
movie,
assumed that
2007.
Zodiac did something different to the message before assigning all the symbols.
I have seen this
and
one.
that could explain why the cipher was unsolved for so long. So we started doing a lot of experiments. He sent me about 650,000 different manipulations of the ciphertext. Our thinking was, if Zodiac rearranged the cipher message somehow, let's try to find out how. I took all of Sam's manipulations and ran them through Jarl's AZ Decrypt code-breaking program. The idea was to take Sam's hundreds of thousands of variations of the 340 and try to get AZ Decrypt to crack them. Maybe we'd stumble on something. Well, on Thursday, December 3rd, after many months of running Sam's experiments in AZ Decrypt, I looked at this solution that was mostly gibberish. So it looks like the thousands of others. Normally I'd ignore them, but this one had words like, "Hope you are trying to catch me," and "or the gas chamber." At that time, the rest of the plain text looked like garbage and nonsense, like many other thousands of solutions I've seen over the years. But these phrases turned out to be our way into the real solution, and we almost overlooked them. So we took a closer look at Sam's manipulation of the 340. What he did was split the cipher into 3 sections. The first section is 9 lines long. So is the second section. Then there are 2 lines in the third and last section. In Sam's manipulation of the cipher, he reads through all the symbols in a diagonal direction, following this rule. First, start in the upper left corner, write out that symbol, move down 1, and then move over 2. Write out that symbol. Continue until you get to an edge. Then jump around to the opposite edge and keep going.
Is this cicada? I don't know what cicada is.
Then you'll have a rewritten cipher that looks like this. So I put that first manipulated section of the cipher into AZ Decrypt, hoping it would solve it, but it didn't come up with anything useful. The phrases "hope you are trying to catch me" and "gas chamber" didn't even appear again. But those phrases came up before, so I plugged those into AZ Decrypt using what's called a crib feature. Basically, you can lock in words at specific positions. Then the solver leaves those words alone while it searches for the rest of the key. So here goes. I clicked on Solve with Cribs, and boom, suddenly got a really clean message. And the phrase, "that wasn't me on the TV show," pops out. At this point, I jumped out of my chair and yelled, "Holy shit!" It's because I knew the cipher was received on November 8, 1969, which is about 2 weeks after someone calling themselves Zodiac called into a TV talk show hosted by Jim Dunbar and featuring the famous lawyer Melvin Belli. While the show was on the air, the caller said, "I need help. I'm sick. I don't want to go to the gas chamber."
And then we'll come back and I'll give you a specific answer to this question, are you going to the gas chamber?
I want to kill those kids.
So all of this made the message seem real because it fits the timeline of events and sounds like what Zodiac would say. We had to be on the right track. Here's the full text AZ Decrypt found. "I hope you are having lots of an in trying to catch me. That wasn't me on the TV show which bringo up a point about me. I am not afraid of the gas chamber because it will send me to pay all CE all the." Now the cipher has 63 different unique symbols throughout, and they all appear in this first section. So that means we now probably have much of the key for the entire cipher, since the key seems to work pretty much fine for the first part. Here's what the key looks like. But what about the second part of the cipher, the next 9 lines? What's the message there? Applying the same key with the same reading direction gives this plain text. It's not quite right, but it does seem to have some real words in it. Because, have, slave, where, everyone, he has nothing when they reach. And this kind of looks like it says paradise and afraid of. So that made me think a real message was still in there. I'll return to this part in a moment, but let's skip ahead to the last 2 lines. This is what the last 2 lines look like when you apply the same substitution key. First thing we noticed is it has some normal looking words in it. I will, easy, and death. Very strange. Why would words appear normally? It's inconsistent from the diagonal reading order we did for the other two parts. But look at this piece. It looks like it says paradise, but spelled backwards. He used that word several times in his letters, spelled the exact same way, including in this.
Yeah, Hannah, I can help you with that. So basically, strip mining. The reason why strip mining is considered sort of one of the worst types of mining is because when you strip mine, you're doing a lot of damage to the habitat on the surface of the earth. You're doing quite a bit of surface area, like you're eroding a lot of soil and trees and big parts of the ecosystem. So it causes a lot of habitat destruction. Whereas other types of mining, like subsurface mining especially, doesn't really have that level of habitat destruction. So we tend to say that strip mining, surface strip mining, has pretty bad ecological effects because of just the amount of habitat destruction and area that it requires. Does that make sense? Wait, what are you guys talking about in the chat? Cicada? What is this? I don't think I've heard of this. Is this like another code that people are trying to crack?
Solution for the first cipher. So if you look, there are other reversed words. First, let's put some spaces between them. Then let's put the reversed ones back to normal. Now it says, life will be an easy one in paradise, death. That seems like a pretty good interpretation, and it reinforces the solution we found for the first part because the same substitution key produced two sections of plain text that make sense.
All right, okay. I'll do that in a second.
So
I want to watch this.
The second part. The decryption didn't look quite right yet, and has some recognizable words in it. We thought maybe, since this message seems close, that there was some
problem,
mistake
Hannah.
or error
See you
in
tomorrow.
the transcription or in the encipherment. That is, the rule we are using to read out the message doesn't quite work perfectly because of some mistake Zodiac might have made when he created the cipher. So we decided to look at what corrections need to be made to fix the cipher. The first thing we discovered is that many spelling mistakes happen on the same line. For example, these words are misspelled. OOW should be now. ENSUGH should be enough. Slaver should be slaves. And FOV should be for. The problem letters are OSVR. They are all on the same line. To fix the spelling, you have to change those letters to NOSR. But notice that NOSR is on the same line, but is shifted one position to the left. I sent this observation to Jarl, and he discovered if you shift this entire section to the right and move the H from the end to the beginning, it fixes the spelling of many words. We also noticed how life is appears in the clear, up in the upper right corner. Jarl also discovered that if you ignore this section when applying the diagonal reading rule, the message in this part is even more clear. So, now we go through the reading rule like this. And remember, we are going to skip the life is part. And here's the resulting message. And with some minor corrections, we finally have this. Sooner, because I now have enough slaves to work for me where everyone else has nothing when they reach paradise. So they are afraid of death. I am not afraid because I know that my new...
What a psycho.
Jarl supposed that Zodiac may have intended for the extra words life is to be placed at the end of the message, so it reads, I am not afraid because I know that my new life is. So now when we combined all three parts, the final message looks like this. I hope you are having lots of fun in trying to catch me. That wasn't me on the TV show, which brings up a point about me. I am not afraid of the gas chamber because it will send me to paradise all the sooner because I now have enough slaves to work for me. where everyone else has nothing when they reach paradise. So they are afraid of death. I am not afraid because I know that my new life will be an easy one in paradise, death. Incidentally, where the words paradise and death appear in the solution corresponds to where the zodiac signature appears in the original ciphertext. The very end doesn't flow quite right yet, but maybe someone can figure out how it's supposed to read. But that is the final message we settled on, and we submitted it to the FBI on the morning of Saturday, December 5th. By the time you see this video, it should be officially
Saturday,
confirmed
December
by authorities.
5th. Okay.
But I invite everyone to do their own confirmation based on the information in this video and send in your comments. So it's
That's
been
crazy.
a very exciting few days. 51 years after it was sent, Zodiac's 340 character cipher has finally been solved.
This isn't really a true crime, though, Corp. It's basically just this is news. This is like current events because the Zodiac thing was cracked recently. So you know, it's not like a true crime thing. It's just like a interesting sort of thing that happened. And if you look at the message, it's like the guy was clearly like a little bit weirdo, right? Like thinking like, oh, like somehow maybe he thought that like he was killing people so that if every person he killed or something would become like a slave for him in the afterlife, so that when he died, like everyone he killed was his slaves. A very bizarre mentality, clearly, right? All right, let's check out your your server, and then we'll call it. Obviously. All right, let's take a look at this. What you got going on in here? I am over here. So where's everything? I see a house up there. Up there? Food. I will follow. You lead the way. Oops, I fell into the water. Oh, that looks pretty nice up there. Whoa, that looks like a crazy... Is that a roller coaster? So if you said, is it okay if my study guide is 2 pages? Yeah, that's totally fine. All right. Oh, I see that. I see that your farm is not up to OSHA regulations. You can't just have these things open like that so people can just fall into your pits, into your cow pits like this. All right. This looks pretty good, actually. This is a really nice house. I like it. Ooh, a little farm underneath. Some wheat, some sugar cane. Pretty nice. There's your portal. Okay. Ender portal over there. Got it. What else is down here? Is this just a staircase to nothing or what? Actually, let's look at this thing over here. I want to see what this is. This giant... Alright, I'll follow you. This thing. What is this? Just a big tower. Just goes up to the top. Later, Neil. Have a good night. Okay, don't worry about it. Show me what you want to show me. Over there? Later, Parsa. Have a good one. Wait. How do you do that, like, jump thing? That's crazy. You, like, flew across the map. What kind of tech do you have on you? Riptide Trident. Cool. Oh. Riptide 3 Unbreaking. Alright, let's take a look. So you... Wait, so I hit you and it causes you to fly? I know, I'm not gonna... I'll give this to you. It dashes you when in water. Wait, is there a certain number of charges? I don't want to hit you because I was just like do damage to you. Wait. Oh, I'm straight gonna die from fall damage. Alright, I see. Okay, show me your castle. I'm coming back. Okay, let's check this out. I have to go soon. Lead the way. Oh wow, I see something over there. That looks pretty nice. That looks huge. Wait, is this just... Have you just been working... How many people are working on this? And for how long? Two people? Dude, this looks really nice. Wow, I like this. This is pretty slick. How long does this take you guys to make? This is huge. This is like massive. What is this? A day? Okay. Really? 2 or 3 days? Like 2 or 3 days as in like actual time, or 2 or 3 days in terms of like time spent in game? Like cumulative time. Actual time. Okay, so you're talking like 60, okay, 60 hours. I like your paths. There's your library, nice. Foster Pickles, you think you're calling them out. Why are you calling them out? You don't think it's legit? Got a little ice block here or something? What's over here? Some farms. Chest situation. Got plenty of furnaces. Nice. This is pretty good. What's down there? Is that where you mine? Oh, your villagers. Okay, your slave pens. Yeah. So you've got Fletcher. This is just for, well, I'm guessing stick farming, like, or emerald farming. Sorry, Onslaught, I missed your question. How many points with the exam? It's gonna be 24. 24 points in the quiz and test category. Librarian. Oh, I see. So I see what you've got. You've got a librarian for each item to enchant. I see. So you've got like, so this one gives you your unbreaking. And then what does this one give you? Your efficiency 4, nice. Protection, it's pretty good. Thorns. Wow, this is a pretty nice setup. Pretty nice setup, you guys. Some cats. Nice. This is like really cool. I think I'm on mine. I'm trying to make something similar to this. I've got 2 villagers so far, but I see that you've got your whole system. You're kind of already set up. Are you guys? Oh, you got an elevator. Nice. Wait, how did you make the elevator, guys? How did you get it so that you fly up like that? These bubbles. What do you put down there? Soul sand. Okay. That's what I gotta do. See, I keep needing to make an elevator for a tower that I have on my map, and so I just need to use soul sand. Okay. And you need kelp all the way up first. Kelp all the way up to get all the water blocks. Oh, okay, so kelp and soul sand. All right, that's pretty nifty. So what are you guys doing now that you've got, like, it's pretty clear that this entire place is like pretty set up. It looks like pretty much done. Like, what else work are you trying to do on it? Like, I'm assuming you've already got the Ender Dragon done, and you're, what now? Just sort of, just kind of like chilling, just doing whatever. Yeah. Wait, why is the Ender Dragon banned? If you beat the Ender Dragon, does that change something? Like, does that the game end? Too much progression. What is this supposed to be? Wait, is that supposed to be a bell? You have like a huge tower and then like this tiny little bell at the top. Well, I am impressed. This is really cool, guys. Thanks for showing me. I hope that I can build something at least halfway this good. Sheep, you got all your cow. What else you got in here? Nice. Yeah, this is really nice, man. Really good stuff. What's your base? What's your crappy base? I like your Mario skin. Wait, Mario skin with a headset. That's pretty cool. How long would it take to get there? Sister Gaming. Oh, McDonald's employee. I thought it was Mario. It looked like Mario to me. It was like, because it had like, it looked like the M and like the red hat, but I guess it's a white M. And it looked like you had a mustache. I was stereotyping it. Or maybe it's Mario working at McDonald's. Maybe it's like, it's Mario after the fame. It's like he's got to get a real job now. His plumbing business went under. Princess left him, unfortunately, as a messy divorce, and now he works at McDonald's. All right. Yeah. So maybe I'll come back and check out your base, Sister Gaming, later, but I kind of have to go. It's getting a little late for me. And if it's in the Nether and it's kind of far away, it might be too long. But this was really cool. I might rely on you guys for some info about how to do some stuff, because it seems like you guys have some really, you've got everything, almost everything that I'm trying to do down. That's crazy that this two of you built this in 2 game days, 2 to 3 game days. That's crazy. I feel like I've put that much in, and I have like a tiny little thing. But hey, what, you created the island? Oh wow, so you laid down all of these blocks just so that you could build on top of it? Oh wait. Yeah, I'm dead. That's cool. Good stuff. All right. Thanks for showing me that, guys. I'm going to head out. I got to go. But that was really cool. Guys, I can't type. I get so used to just talking when I stream that I don't type that much. All right. All right, everybody. I'm going to take off. That was fun. Good luck with your last final tomorrow, if you have such a thing. But if I don't see you, enjoy the rest of your holiday breaks. I might pop on every once in a while through the break and do a little stream. You know what might be fun that we could play next time is the is more of that Hypixel stuff. If I can get better at it, that could be fun. And then also there's I wanted to play the Jackbox games, those like trivia games. Those can be kind of fun too. We'll see. I have a Jackbox. I had Jackbox Party Pack 7, and that was fun. I've been playing that with some friends. That's been pretty fun. Oh yeah, and Among Us too. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. All right. Have a good one, guys.